Thank you, and welcome to the regular Mesa City Council meeting for August 31st. We'll begin the meeting by asking everyone to stand, and I'll invite Dr. Anthony Campson of the Baha'i Faith to come forward and offer our invocation, after which Scout Alex Johnson from Troop 253 will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
This is a prayer for America, revealed by Abdu'l-Baha. O thou kind Lord, this gathering is turning to thee. These hearts are radiant with thy love. These minds and spirits are exhilarated by the message of thy glad tidings. O God, let this American democracy become glorious in spiritual degrees, even as it had aspired to material degrees, and render this just government victorious. Confirm this revered nation to upraise the standard of the oneness of humanity, to promulgate the most great peace, to become thereby most glorious and praiseworthy among all the nations of the world. O God, this American nation is worthy of thy favors and is deserving of thy mercy. Make it precious and near to thee through thy bounty and bestowal. The body of the human world is sick. Its remedy and healing will be the oneness of the kingdom of humanity. Its life is the most great peace. Its illumination and quickening is love. Its happiness is the attainment of spiritual perfections. It is my wish and hope that in the bounties and favors of the blessed perfection, we may find a new life, acquire a new power, and attain to a wonderful and supreme source of energy, so that the most great peace of divine intention shall be established upon the foundation of the unity of the world of men with God. May the love of God be spread from this city, from this meeting to all the surrounding countries. Nay, may America become the distributing center of spiritual enlightenment, and all the world receive this heavenly blessing. For America has developed powers and capacity greater and more wonderful than any other nations. While it is true that its people have attained a marvelous material civilization, I hope that spiritual forces may animate this great body and a corresponding spiritual civilization may be established. May the inhabitants of this country become like angels of heaven with faces turned continually toward God. May all of them become the servants of the Omnipotent One. May they rise from the present material attainment to such height that heavenly illumination may stream from this center to all peoples of the world. Abdu'l-Baha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dr. Campson and Alex Johnson, for the invocation and the pledge. The first item on our agenda is awards, recognitions, and announcements. The Vice Mayor has a presentation. Mr. Vice Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Luna and I will go down. Thank you, Mayor and Council. Last Friday, Mr. Luna and I had the honor of representing Mesa at the annual State Housing Conference. And at that conference, there were seven major statewide awards that were presented during that meeting. And one of those awards was for the elected official of the year. And that elected official was nominated by Terry Benelli of LISC and Augie Gastelum of NEDCO. And they nominated Mayor John Giles for that award for his leadership in working partnerships and relationships for housing in our community. And the award specifically mentioned the development of projects such as El Rancho, La Mesita, Encore, and Escobedo. And they commended the City of Mesa for developing those partnerships with federal, state, and local agencies, working together with nonprofits, working together with neighborhoods, and have awarded you, Mayor, the award as Elected Official of the Year in terms of your representation of the community. We'd like you to come down here to please accept your award.
Well, I have to say this award is well deserved. Not by me personally, but by the City of Mesa. I think the City of Mesa is deserving of recognition in our leadership in the area of affordable housing. So the projects that were just mentioned are great projects and are worthy of awards from the state. I obviously personally don't deserve this, but this council and this city government does. So my congratulations to everyone who made this award possible and everyone who worked so hard on the issue of affordable housing in Mesa, Arizona. I think we truly are a city to be looked to as a leader in this area. I'm proud of the successes that we'll see in the near future with regard to things like veterans housing and the development of some market rate housing to supplement and encourage development in our downtown area and in the Fiesta District, where we just broke ground on a large market rate housing. So thank you for this award on behalf of everyone who so richly deserves it at the City of Mesa. The next item on our agenda is the consent agenda, and I will invite Mr. Kevin Christopher to come forward to read the consent agenda.
Mayor and council members, these are the items on the consent agenda. All items listed with an asterisk will be considered as a group by the City Council and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion unless a council member or a citizen requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered as a separate item. If a citizen wants an item removed, a blue card must be completed and given to the city clerk prior to the council's vote on the consent agenda. Item 2, approval of minutes of previous meetings as written. Item 3A, act on liquor license application for Save the Family Foundation of Arizona. One-day charitable event, Friday, September 4th, 10,100 East Ray Road. Item 3B, act on liquor license application for Save the Family Foundation of Arizona. One-day charitable event, Friday, October 2nd, 10,100 East Ray Road. Item 3C, act on liquor license application for Save the Family Foundation of Arizona. One-day charitable event, Friday, November 6th, 10,100 East Ray Road. Item 3D, act on liquor license application for Save the Family Foundation of Arizona. One-day charitable event, Friday, December 4th, 10,100 East Ray Road. Item 3E, act on liquor license application for Courtyard by Marriott, 6907 East Ray Road. Item 3F, act on liquor license application for Mekong Plaza, 66 South Dobson Road. Item 4A, act on dollar limit increase in addition of a qualified vendor to the 3-year term contract for contractor building maintenance services as requested by the Facilities Maintenance Department. Item 4B, act on 1-year renewal of the term contract for uniform garments for citywide use as requested by the Business Services Department. Item 4C, act on 3-year term contract for cleaning and repair services of fire personal protective equipment for the Fire and Medical Department. Item 4D, act on 1-year term contract for portable transport, ventilator repairs, and maintenance services for the Fire and Medical Department. Item 4E, act on 3-year term contract for fire protective clothing for the Fire and Medical Department. Item 4F, act on contract to purchase an alerting system for the new Fire Station 203 Fiesta District as requested by the Fire and Medical Department. This purchase is funded by the 2013 authorized public safety bond. Item 4G, act to renew term contract for tires for the Materials and Supply Warehouse for the Fleet Services and the Fire and Medical Departments. Item 4H, act on 1-year term contract for Randox Evidence Investigator Regent Supplies for the Police Department. Item 4I, act on 3-year term contract for DNA crime lab supplies for the Police Department. Item 4J, act on 3-year term contract for custom uniform badges for the Police Department. Item 4K, act on contract to purchase network products for the Public Safety Fiber expansion as requested by the Information Technology and Communications Departments. This purchase is funded by the 2013 Authorized Public Safety Bond. Item 4L, act on contract to change order and dollar limit increase to the term contract for landscape maintenance services for Zones 1, 2, and 4, Parks, Retention Basins, and Sports Fields for the Parks, Recreation, and Commercial Facilities Department. Item 4M, act on contract to purchase replacement of turf maintenance equipment for the Dobson Ranch Golf Course for the Parks, Recreation, and Commercial Facilities Department. Item 4N, act on contract to purchase one replacement medium-duty cab and chassis vehicle for the Energy Resources Department. This purchase is funded by the Utility Replacement Extension and Renewal Fund. Item 4O, act on 3-year term contract for refuse container repair and cleaning services for the Environmental Management and Sustainability Department. Item 4P, act on 3-year term contract for welding services for the Transportation Department. Item 4Q, act on 3-year term contract for emergency pump rental services for the Transportation Department. Item 4R, act on 3-year term contract for Vector services for the Transportation and Fleet Services Departments. Item 4S, act on 3-year term contract for concrete installation and repair services for the Transportation and Parks, Recreation, and Commercial Facilities Departments. Item 4T, act on 1-year renewal of term contract for centrifuge parts and service for the Water Resources Department. Item 4U, act to ratify emergency purchase for a replacement HVAC unit at the Signal Butte Reservoir Pump Station as requested by the Facilities Maintenance Department. Item 4V, act to ratify emergency purchase of a replacement variable frequency drive for dewatering centrifuge number 1 at the Greenfield Water Reclamation Plant. Item 5A, act on resolution to extinguish 2 public utilities and property easements at 847 West Southern Avenue at the request of the property owner to accommodate future development. Item 5B, act on resolution to extinguish an access easement on all temporary public and private drainage easements on lots 2 through 8 of Chrismon Gateway at the request of the property owner to accommodate future development. Item 5C, act on resolution to extinguish multiple easements located on lot 2 of the final plat of Costco Wholesale and Superstition Commerce Park. This was requested by the property owner to accommodate a replat and development of the commercial property. Item 6A, act on ordinance regarding Z15-024, the 6700 block of South Mountain Road located at the northwest corner of Pecos Road and Mountain Road, rezone and site plan review to allow for expansion of an existing industrial development. Item 6B, act on ordinance regarding Z15-019, 4702 and 4706 East Virginia Street, located north of McDowell Road and east of Greenfield Road, rezone and site plan review to allow for expansion of an existing industrial development. Item 6C, act on ordinance to amend Mesa City Code Title 9, Public Ways and Property, Chapter 11, Floodplain Regulations, Sections 1 through 7, and adopting by reference the current flood insurance study, flood insurance rate maps, and floodplain management regulations of the district for the purpose of conforming to current state and federal floodplain regulations under the National Flood Insurance Program. Item 6D, act on ordinance modifying the terms and conditions for the sale of utilities. For properties located outside the city limits, new water and wastewater services will not be provided except under certain specified circumstances, also amending the modification section and making additional clerical changes. Item 7A, act on subdivision plat, Chrismon Gateway Retail Center, the 1800 block of South Chrismon Road, located north of Baseline Road on the east side of Chrismon Road. Item 7B, act on subdivision plat, Cubs Spring Training Facility in Riverview Park, the 2000 to 2600 blocks of East Rio Salado Parkway, located at the northwest corner of Dobson Road and Rio Salado Parkway. And item 7C, act on subdivision plat South Encore, the 5700 block of South Encore, located north and west of the northwest corner of South Signal Butte Road and East Williamsfield Roads. Mayor and council members, these are the items on the consent agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Christopher. I see that Vice Mayor Kavanaugh has made a motion and it's been seconded by Councilmember Glover. Please cast your vote. The vote is unanimous in favor of the consent agenda. Thank you. The next item on our agenda is items from citizens present. I do have a few cards. The first card that I received was from Dr. Anthony Campson. So, Dr. Campson, we'd invite you forward. If you would please, for the record, state your name and your address, and then you'll have 3 minutes to speak. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Anthony Campson. I live at 111 North Gilbert Road in Mesa. The golden rule provide a spiritual foundation for a new globalized world. However, people must be aware of it, learn, and practice it. The city of Mesa can play a leadership role in a new emerging business of commercial urban agriculture that will put the ethics of reciprocity as the basis for a new approach to local and international business. I would like to submit a proposal for the establishment of such an industry in Metro Phoenix with the city of Mesa as the forefront.
Thank you, Dr. Kamsen. Please, if you can hand it to Mr. Wesley here. He's a great staff person to receive that proposal. Thank you for your comments. The next card I have is from Yolanda Triana. Please step forward. I understand there may be an interpreter involved. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
So if you would please interpret for us and ask the speaker to give us her name and her address, please.
Okay. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es la señora Triana, Yolanda Triana, y vengo de Mesa Royal. Mi dirección es 644 West Main Street, lote 46, Mesa, Arizona 85201. Mi pregunta es, quiero saber qué pretende la ciudad de Mesa en estos 30 meses que nos dieron, conjuntamente con el dueño, que hasta la fecha no le hemos visto la cara, no se ha presentado con nosotros para saber qué planes tiene.
She's inquiring she's from the Mesa Royale Trailer Park, and she would like to know what the role of the city of Mesa is as far as what's going on over there, because the new owner hasn't presented himself, and they haven't seen him, don't know who he is, and they would like to know how the city can help them.
Okay.
Queremos saber qué es lo que tiene planeado la ciudad de Mesa conjuntamente con el dueño, porque pues son 30 meses y no sabemos qué va a pasar después de esos 30 meses.
She would like to know what the city of Mesa has planned with the new owner of the trailer park, because 30 months have passed already, and they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going to happen.
Es todo.
That is all.
Thank you. Unfortunately, we can't respond, but I would, if you would please point out Mr. Brady, our city manager, he may be able to address the answers to some of those questions. Next person that has submitted a card is Leonor Alonso. Is Leonor in the council chambers? Would you step to the microphone, please? She's not here. Okay. The next card I have is Luis Madrid Leon. Please state your name and your address, please.
Ok, mi nombre es Luis Madrid, también vengo de la misma dirección de la señora, 644 West Main Street, 85020, Mesa Royal. Antes que todo, quería felicitarlo por el reconocimiento que lo dieron, que si me hubieran preguntado a mí o a los residentes de Mesa Royal, tengas por seguro que no se lo hubiéramos otorgado a ninguno de ustedes.
Before anything, I would like to congratulate you on the award that you received tonight. If they would have asked him or any of the residents from Mesa Royale, they wouldn't have said for any of you to get the award.
Y usted sabe las razones y motivos por qué.
And you know the reasons why.
Ok. Quisiera darle las gracias porque encontraron un nuevo comprador para la Mesa Royal, pero por lo que veo siguen las anomalías. Nunca se nos ha avisado a nosotros. Ustedes ya tuvieron la delicadeza de ir ante los medios de comunicación y decir que habían arreglado el problema gracias a United Way, a Salvation Army y a la señora Magdalena Schwartz, que hasta el momento no conocemos a ninguno de los tres y nunca nos han ayudado.
He says that he wants to thank you for finding a buyer for the trailer court, but that up to now there's still some anomalies that they don't know anything. They're left in the dark, but yet the city has gone before the news. And on behalf of the United Way, Magdalena Schwartz, ¿y cuál otro dijiste?
Y el Salvation Army.
And the Salvation Army, and said that they have already moved on this.
Y quiero que sepan que si no nos entregan algo por escrito que nos garantice los 30 meses y que vamos a estar después de los 30 meses, nos van a seguir viendo con nuestras manifestaciones afuera del City Plaza, exigiendo nuestros derechos, claridad en lo que está pasando en nuestro asunto, porque no estamos conforme cómo se están llevando las cosas dentro de cómo se han hecho hasta ahorita.
And he would like for you to know that if you don't come to terms with them and take into account the last 30 months and the next 30 months that are coming up and resolve something, that they're going to keep presenting themselves in front of City Hall with their manifestations like they have been in the past.
Porque tuvieron la delicadeza de ir hasta a los medios de comunicación y decir que habían encontrado un nuevo dueño, y a nosotros, hasta ahorita, los señores no nos han avisado nada.
Because you were able to go before the news and say that you found a new owner, but up to now, they don't know anything and haven't heard anything from you.
Pero gracias de todas maneras, y quiero que sepan que gracias al problema que ustedes mismos y los personas que se encargan de revisar los buildings o las construcciones nos originaron el problema a nosotros. Gracias a ustedes nos supimos organizar nosotros. Seguiremos organizados, seguiremos unidos y seguiremos luchando por nuestros derechos, porque nosotros tenemos derechos aquí, en China, en Roma y en donde sea.
But thank you to you and the people that go and inspect the buildings over there and stuff. It has made them organize and come together, and they will fight for their rights, whether it's here in China or anywhere else.
Gracias, es todo lo que tengo que decir.
Thank you, and that's all he wants to say.
Thank you, Mr. Leon. Thank you. That's the last item on our agenda, so I would entertain a motion to adjourn. So moved. It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. We are adjourned.